Hi, I'm Kay King, clinical hypnotherapist. Welcome once again to hypnosis-is.com. Today I'll be discussing the art of giving. Well, what is giving? Giving, truly giving, is unconditional. You give because you want to give. It comes from the heart. And it's not like you want to give something because you're expecting something back. That's not what it's about. And sometimes, people come to us. It's like I've got clients that come to me because they want help. But I don't feel that there's a part of me that's going to be missing by helping them and giving to them. People come to us because sometimes they just need to vent. They just need to express what's going on in their life. And they just want some advice. And it's not always about money. And I think a lot of people find that a little bit hard sometimes when they know there's other people around them that are probably not doing too well. And especially the way the economy is going at the moment, a lot of people are finding it quite hard. But not everybody is looking for money. Sometimes people just need to express themselves. I like doing these videos. I do them, it's free, and it's free for you to listen. But it's a part of me that wants to give. And hopefully through what I say, I might be able to help someone else. I'm not looking for anything in return, but it's a way for me to express myself. There's that old saying, you cannot give what you haven't got. And that is so true. So how do you know you've got something inside to give to another person? It's not always about money. It could be, you might just be able to listen to someone else's problems. Or you might be able to help someone out physically, do an action perhaps. But giving comes from within. We all have everything inside of us. In fact, we come with fully supplied. We have the giving, we have all of that inside. And it is easy. It's easy to give. And it doesn't take much. Sometimes it's just giving someone that moment to listen to their problems. And yes, if we can help them out financially, that's great too. But we do it because we want to do it. And it is true. If you find it hard to give, it's because you haven't got it. Some people do have a lot of money and they find it very hard to give any money to any cause or someone in need. And in all truth, it doesn't matter how much is in your bank account. If you cannot give to another person, it's because you haven't got it. But everybody gives all the time. And we do it every day. In actual fact, every time we need to buy something, whether it's food or fuel, or to pay our bills, we are giving in that moment. Even the person that is in resistance to giving has to buy food, has to eat, has to pay for their fuel. So in actual fact, we are all giving human beings. But when those moments come along and when people need us, are we willing to give our time to someone else? Even just listening to our children, that's our art of giving. Listening to other people when they come to us and helping another human being. We don't do it because we're looking for anything back. It's unconditional. It's unconditional love. It's a way of expressing unconditional love. Is when we can help another person. It's like that story Mother Teresa told once. In India, we look at people in India and we see them as very poor. But a person sitting on the side of the road eating a banana who's dying, if another person comes along who's dying, they're willing to share that banana with that person because they know how to give. Here in the West, we find it very difficult to share. If we have a room in the house and someone is looking for a place to stay, are we willing to allow that person to stay even just for a few days? We find it very difficult in the West to share what we have. And that's a poverty of love. We have a poverty of love here in the West. It's something that we really need to look at within ourselves. And you know the beautiful thing about it? When we do help someone else for no reason, and sometimes it's spontaneous, something inside us gets ignited. We feel good. We feel really good inside. And magic seems to happen for the rest of the day. The day just seems to flow. It's like blessings. Blessings are bestowed upon us. And it's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling to be in a position to help another human being. To help another person feel good. There are many times, and all of us, including myself, just wanted someone to listen to my problems. And just to be able to vent how I felt. Somehow just to be able to share, like that saying, you share your problem is halved, or something like that. But it's true. Just by expressing how we feel, instead of holding it in, we clear part of our mind. And when we do that, inspirations come in. Because we clog ourselves up with our emotions and our feelings. And when things are not going right for us, we get upset and we get frustrated. And part of just expressing how we feel is opening up the avenue for inspiration to come through, to help us. The other person is just a mirror, that's all. And that's what we can be for others, just a mirror for other people, to allow them to express themselves. Because when we hold it in, we get sad, we feel hurt, and we get depressed. And we think the only solution is to go to the doctor and end up on antidepressants. There's nothing wrong with expressing how you feel. It's healthy. It's actually healthy for your body. Holding stuff in goes onto the body and we get sick. We get ill. We end up with panic attacks and we end up being depressed. And all we need to do is just express ourselves. It's not a weakness to talk about your problems. And there are many people out there who want to help. Yes, you can go and see a therapist or a psychologist. And sometimes just meeting a stranger on the street is willing to give you that ear in that moment when needed. And when we open up our hearts and express ourselves to other people and allow other people to express themselves to us, we're sharing at a deeper level. We're sharing from the heart because we all go through exactly the same thing. We all experience the same emotions in life. And even when we're feeling great and we're feeling happy and everything is going great for us, that's really important to express to others too. Because you uplift other people when you're feeling good. And maybe you will meet someone who's feeling down and you're feeling really fantastic and really happy and life is great. Share it with that person. Because in that moment you're lifting their vibration. You're taking them out of that sadness or the hurt or the fear or whatever it is they're experiencing. And in that moment, you're lifting them. And as you lift their vibration, you're opening them up to allow inspiration and guidance to come true for them and to help them in some way. Help them move on in their life, because we can feel stuck. We can wake up in the morning and for no particular reason, we feel down. We need to get past that. We need to be able to learn how to get past that. And sometimes, we can help ourselves. I help myself through self-hypnosis. I teach other people and my clients self-hypnosis too. Find the trigger that when those negative thoughts come in, that we have a trigger inside that automatically from the unconscious part of ourselves stops us in that moment and changes our thinking. I have a trigger inside of me. And when those negative thoughts come in, I automatically take a deep breath and I release it and let it go. And as that breath leaves, it takes with it all that negative thinking. And I'm back into that positive feeling inside myself again. And it takes practice. It takes practice. And like everything, we have to do it over and over and over sometimes to get it deep into the unconscious part of ourselves, that it becomes automatic, an automatic response to when those negative thoughts come in. Allow yourself today, allow yourself that when those feelings come up, that just be aware of it. Be aware of the feelings and allow them to come up and allow them to go. And through the art of giving, and we find that moment in every day, there is a moment in every day that we can do this. Someone will come into our life. In the day, we're out and about, we can smile. We can smile at another person. We can ask another person, how is your day? How is your day going? Be interested in another human being. Feel that other person, that allow them to know that they exist and they matter. Because they do. Every human being is another part of me. We're all one, whether we're aware of it or not. So open your heart today. Take this moment today to give. Tiniest little bit. And I can guarantee your day will unfold magically. Try it. Because at the end of the day, we want to feel good. I have written a book, and it's called Channeling Entities, and it's about healing, where I've gone into an altered state through self-hypnosis, and I've connected to these entities, light beings, who have taught me healing. You can go into an altered state at any time. In fact, we do it a lot. In fact, you can go in with an intention into and talk and speak to that unconscious part of yourself and ask for guidance, ask for help. There is an exercise at the end of my book, very simple exercise that will help you go into an altered state and open yourself up. Whether we call them entities or angels or guides, we have that support system to help us at all times. Try it. You'll be surprised and amazed at what can come true, what information can come true for you. So I invite you to go to my website, hypnosis-is.com, and check it out for yourself. Thank you for listening. Till the next time.